Before I begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Kenny Anadam and my matric card number is BB2411093. Today I will present my book response on the novel Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. First of all, what was the story about? The story is about a professor and his nephew who discover a secret message and leads them on a dangerous and adventurous journey to the center of the earth through a volcano in Iceland. Next, who are the main characters and what did they do in the story? The main characters are Professor Otto Lindenbrock, Essels, and Hans Belker. Professor Otto Lindenbrock is a brave and curious scientist. He found a secret message and lead the journey to the center of the earth. Essel is the professor's nephew and assistant. He was scared at the first, but joined the adventures and became braver. Hans Belker is a quiet and strong guide from Iceland. He helped them during the journey underground. Did the main characters run into any problems or adventures? Yes, the main characters faced many problems and adventures during their journey. They got lost deep underground and had no water to drink for some time. They also saw huge sea monsters in underground oceans and had to pass through dark and dangerous tunnels. They experienced earthquakes and a big volcanic eruptions. In the end, they escaped safely through a volcano in Italy. Now let me share my personal experience. Could I relate to any of the characters? If I had to relate to a character, it would be Essel. He was careful, curious, and always thinking before acting. Like him, I enjoy learning and asking questions, even when things get difficult. Have I ever done or felt some of the things the characters did? I don't have personal feelings or experience, but I understand Essel's curiosity, fears, and bravery. Like him, I always try to solve problems, ask questions, and support others on their journey. What is my opinion of the book? Did I like it? Yes, I liked the book because it was full of adventures and mystery. The story was exciting and made me imagine what it would be like to travel to the center of the earth. It also showed bravery, teamwork, and curiosity, which I enjoyed. If I could change something in the book, what would it be? If I could change something, I would make the ending longer to show what happened to the characters after the journey. Would I recommend this book to someone else? Yes, I would recommend this book to others because it is full of exciting adventures and interesting discoveries. It is a fun story for those who enjoy science, mystery, and imagination. What type of persons would enjoy this book? People who enjoy adventure, science, and mystery would really enjoy this book. It is perfect for readers who like exploring new places and imagining exciting journey. Does the book title have a deeper meaning? How does it relate to the story or its theme? Yes, the title Journey to the Center of the Earth has a deeper meaning. It is not just about traveling deeper underground, but also about exploring the unknown, facing fears, and discovering the power of courage, knowledge, and human curiosity. The journey represents both a physical adventure and a journey of personal growth for the characters. Finally, how does the pacing of the story affect my engagement as a reader? Are the moments where it slows down or speeds up meaningful? The pacing of the story changes throughout, which keeps it interesting. Some parts are fast and full of actions, like when they face danger underground. Other parts slow down, especially when they solve puzzles or plan their journey. This change in speed helps build suspense and give the reader time to think and feel the emotions of the characters. That is the end of my book response. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is FARHANIZ NURFARAHIN binti MOHAMAD TALIPIN. My metric number BB24110076. So today I would like to give book response which titled The Journey to the Center of the Earth. What's the story about? The story was about science adventure, which is Professor Otto Lidenbrock interested to do the adventure at the Iceland after he got a mysterious quote about it. Professor Lidenbrock also want to bring his nephew Axel on this journey, who at first feared to do it, also with skilled Icelandic guide named Hans. They travel to Iceland and begin an incredible journey down into the earth through the volcanic crater. They face many challenges, such as no water and getting lost, but at the end, they finally reach through the adventure. The main character is Professor Otto Lidenbrock, which is a mineralogist and do like a lot about science. He got a message by a mysterious code in Latin letter. He interested and want to challenge himself on that journey. Next, Axel, who is a nephew to Professor Lidenbrock. His uncle wanted to bring him through the journey, but at first he was scared to join it. But then his fiancée, Groben, encouraged him to do the journey, and he proved it. In this story also has Hans, who is a skilled Icelandic guide Professor Lidenbrock, and Axel during the journey. Yes, Professor Lidenbrock and Axel face a challenge adventure, such as during the journey they face no water that make them dehydrate. Also Axel gets separated from the group and lost for hours. Yes, I could relate with Axel because at first he was scared and not confident to do the journey, but he got stronger and more confident. I also had felt the same way like Axel when I had to speak out in front of many people. I feel not confident and scared, but at the end I gained my confidence and brave to speak. Yes, I have felt nervous before trying something difficult in my life, but based on my experience, I given speech in front of many people, which make me nervous and shaking. However, by learn to control all that feeling, I finally been confident whenever I have chance to speak in front of people. Yes, I really like the book and the whole story because it was full of adventure, imagination, and discovery about the earth. I enjoy how characters explore the unknown place and face their fear. If I could change something, I would add more scenes showing what happened after they return to the home, how it affects to life after they face so many challenges during the journey, how they're telling this experience to the scientists and people around the world, like their documentation, something like that. Yes, I would recommend this book because it's exciting and fun to read. It mixes science with adventure about the creature that we don't know before. I think people who enjoy science, fantasy, and adventure would really like this book, especially for those who love imagination about exploring the world, or the hiker who like the nature. The ending was satisfying and surprising. After all the danger, the characters are suddenly thrown back to the surface by the volcano. It was unexpected, but it showed nature power. It also satisfying because all of them will survive and can return to home. Professor Lidenbrock and Hans are very different. The professor is loud, impatient, and driven by science, while Hans is quiet, calm, and practical. Both essential to the journey's success. This contrast shows that different strengths are valuable and that science needs both bold thinking and steady action. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is SURAYA NATASHA binti MOHAMAD and my matrix number is BB241100 and X7. In this video, I would like to respond to some questions that have been suggested in regard to the novel Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne through this very book response video. Basically, I will answer the questions based on the recommendation aspect. Let's go to the first question. The first question is, would I recommend this book to the other person and why? My answer for this question is, personally, yes. I will recommend this book to the others as Journey to the Center of the Earth is written with classic writing adventure filled with imagination, scientific curiosity, and meaningful lessons. The book is not only entertaining, it also sparks interest in science, teamwork, and resilience as the story is exciting and suspenseful. Not to mention that it encourages readers to think critically and explore the unknown. So, it's especially great for anyone who enjoys thrilling journeys, science fiction, or classic literature with a sense of wonder. The second question is, what type of person do I think would like to read this book? Well, there are types of people that would like to read this book, as Journey to the Center of the Earth is suitable for light reading, and I think young adults and students would like to read this book, especially for those who are keen to nature, science, or epic quest. Other than that is, those who love thrilling journeys and discoveries will really enjoy the adventure and exploration element offered by the writer through the book. Lastly, this book might as well satisfy the readers who enjoy science fiction. The book provides detailed information about geology, nature science, and imagination. Okay, now let's go to the extensive questions. For this part, I have chosen 2 questions that I would like to answer. And the first question is, what lessons or insights did I have gained from reading this book? Well, there are few lessons or insights that I have learned from reading Journey to the Center of the Earth, and one of them is the importance of teamwork. I read that Axel, Lidenbrock, as well as Hans all work together despite having a totally different personalities and skills. They all have contributed to the journey in their own way, showing the significance of good cooperation between them. Besides, I have learned that we have to be perseverance enough in order to face any challenges. This can be seen in the novel when Axel, Lidenbrock, and Hans even face extreme danger, hunger, darkness, and tiredness, but yet they keep on moving forward, shows each of the characters' determination to overcome even the hardest obstacle. Let's look at the next question. What is the author's writing style like? Does it help me connect with the story or any characters? Well, basically, Jules Verne's meant to write Journey to the Center of the Earth to be more descriptive, imaginative, and scientific detail to display huge significance in how readers can connect with the story as well as the characters. In my opinion, yes, the writing style of the writer do help me to connect with the story, and I relate the most with the character Axel. This story is told through Axel's point of view. His emotional reactions, inner thoughts, and growth make the story relatable. Ultimately, readers are able to feel his hesitation and admire his courage as the journey progresses. From the previous responses from my friends as well as mine, it is best to conclude that the novel Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne has taught us a lot of things, and by that we are able to answer those recommended questions through this book response video. Therefore, that is all from us. Thank you so much for your attention, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Hello guys, welcome to our video presentation. We are group 5. So today we will talk about the journey to the center of the earth.
Hi, my name is NURUL BINTI. So today I will present about my part. So first, what was the story about? So the story was about science adventure, which is Professor Otto Lindenbrock interested to do the adventure at the Iceland after he got a mysterious thought about it. So Professor Leidenbrock also wants to bring his nephew Axel on this journey, who at first feared to do it. Also, with skilled Icelandic guide named Han. They travel to Iceland and begin an incredible journey down into the earth through the volcano crater. They face many challenges such as no water and getting lost, but at the end, they finally reach through the adventure. So for question number 2, who were the main character and what did they do in the story? So the main character is Professor Otto Leidenbrock, which is a mineralogist and do like a lot about science. So he got a message by a mysterious code in Latin letter. So because of that, he interested and want to challenge himself on that journey. Next, Axel, who is his nephew to Professor Leidenbrock, he also want to bring him through this journey, but at first he was scared to join. But in the end, his fiancée Groben encouraged him to do the journey, and he proved it. In this story also has Hans, who is a skilled Icelandic guide, and then Professor Leidenbrock and Axel during the journey. Next, did the main character run into any problem, like adventure? Yes, of course. Professor Leidenbrock and Axel face a challenge adventure such as during their journey, they face no water that make them dehydrated. Also, Axel get separate from the group and last for hours. So, for personal experience, could I relate to any of these characters? If I had to relate to character, it will be Axel because he was careful, curious, and always thinking before. Like him, I enjoy learning and asking questions, even when things getting difficult. So next question, have I ever done or feel some of the things the character did? So I don't have personal feeling or experience, but I understand Axel's curiosity, fear, and brave. Like him, I always try to solve problems, ask questions, and support others on their journey. Next is about my opinion. Did I like this book? Yes or not? And why? Yes, because from the start, the author really well tell the detail of their journey, like how they curious about their code, and then the problem that they face along that journey, and then how their ending, their success discover that the code. Next, if I could change something, what it will it be? Maybe I wish I could change what their problem, what they face, because it's too many challenges, and for me it's a little bit cliche. Okay, next is about recommended questions. So, would I recommend this book to another person? Why? So, for me personally, yes, I will recommend this book to others because this book is writing with classic writing adventure filled with imagination, scientific curiosity, and meaningful listen. This book is not only entertaining, it also sparks interest in science, teamwork, and resilience, as the story is exciting and suspenseful. Not to mention that it encourages readers to think critically and explore the unknown. So, it's especially great for anyone who enjoys thrilling journey, science fiction, or classic literature with a sense of wonder. So for second question, what type of person do you think will like to read this book? So, for me, there are type of people who will like to read this book, as the book is suitable for light reading, and I think young adults and students will like to read this book. So, especially for those who are kind to nature science or epic fashion. Other than that, it's those who love thrilling journey and discovery will really enjoy the adventure and exploration element offered by the writer through the book. Lastly, this book might as well satisfy the reader who enjoys science fiction. The book also provides detailed information about geology, natural science, and imagination. So, for the last second question is, what is the main theme or message of the book, and how is it conveyed by the author? The main theme is about scientific exploration and the imagination. This novel showcases a balanced between scientific inquiry and speculative adventure. So, Professor Otto Lidenbrock embodies the spirit of discovery, eager to prove theories despite scientific skepticism. The Julius Verne integrates contemporary geological knowledge, but also allows room for imaginative elements such as prehistoric existing underground. So for the last question, it's about, did any of the characters experience personal growth or change through the story, and how? So of course, it's about Axel, who undergoes significant personal growth. At the beginning of the story, he is hesitant and fearful about the expedition. And then, however, as the journey progressed, he gained courage, resourcefulness, and a deeper appreciation for science and exploration. The transformation reflects his measure and readiness to follow in his uncle's scientific footsteps. That's all from me, and thank you.